Wow, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Pretty good. How you doing?
First of all, congratulations, man. You just came from Brazil, and it was a big win for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
What was your strategy going into it? And before you went there, what did it mean to you to go there, and what did that win actually, mean for you personally?
That win meant so much to me. I mean, it's hard to put it in words, but it's my fifth time going there, and I've had three second place finishes, one third, and I've been so close to having that title, and like I wanted it so bad. I wanted that Arnold interview, and then it became to the point that it seemed like I was never going to get it because I just got seconds, and so how did I feel going into the show? I actually felt good because this was just my best prep. I would say in general, like I felt good the entire time, all the way into the week of the show. Energy levels was steady, no crashing. I wasn't tired. So it was so weird to explain. Like people would see me 2 weeks out, and I got this huge smile in me, and like I'm talking like wow, like usually you're a little, you talk a little less. I mean, and I mean I felt at some point like towards the end, I felt like I felt the prep, but not as like I would feel it in the past, where I would become a lot more like less really, 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 really quiet.
But was your strategy to also to get bigger and get more size, or was it just conditioning?
My focus this year was to be more aesthetic, not to get bigger because I really put on a lot of size, so I felt like I wasn't going to lose anything if I diet hard. So it was just pretty much to just be more balanced and aesthetic, and I kind of was looking at videos and pictures of like 2014 and 15, and I really liked that look. It was just more aesthetic. Everything was just it just flowed better. So I wanted to have that look a little more obviously better, and I just kind of was focusing on that. So I dieted a lot harder than because I can diet with a lot of calories and get in shape. So I kind of just I wanted to bring that detail back. So I dieted a lot harder in order to get like that real crisp conditioning and stuff like that.
I saw the footage and I saw the pictures from the prejudging. So that was like a Saturday night or something like that. And I saw them, and it was you and Rafael Brandao, and kind of like
Yes.
the top contestants. How did you feel during the prejudging?
I felt good when I was, next to him. I felt great. It was just I didn't know what to expect because, it doesn't. To me, I don't care what people say when you get off stage, and if you're gonna win, you look great, you're number one, because I've heard it so many times, and then go back and got second place. So to me, until it's done, said and done, it doesn't matter. So I just knew that I felt great because I was happy that I got, it was like the top two, so it's like, yes, I'm in that mix. So I was really, really ecstatic. I knew Rafael looked amazing. I know he had great lines, good aesthetics.
No, I'll be very honest with you. I thought you were at disadvantage because Rafael is Brazilian, you know what I mean? And he's like one of the favorite. They push him hard over there, and they really love him in Brazil. So I thought that maybe, the judges would hear the crowd, maybe they'd be skewed to give him the win. So I thought you were maybe at disadvantage. So mentally, I'm sure that was pressure for you, right? Kind of going into being on Brazilian soil and going against the top Brazilian athlete.
It's pressure, but it is what it is. Whatever would have happened, I mean, I just, if I would have lost, I just would have went on to the next show and, kept pushing, and But I'm glad that I came out on top, and I mean, Rafael, it could have gone either way. He looked amazing, So a lot of props to him. I think, like he's just going to be a very, very dangerous IFBB pro. He is. He's going to be really dangerous in a few more years.
So that was a really big win for you. I mean, how would you, where would you put this win in comparison to your other wins? And what right now? What is the strategy going forward now?
To me, this is probably like this and the New York Pro are like up there, like level 10. I mean, my goal was to, when I turned pro, I said I know I will never win the Olympia, but I want to win an Arnold. I know I have what it takes to win an Arnold. So to me, this is big. So my strategy going forward is I'm thinking about going to the New York Pro because that's my hometown. I'm not 100% sure yet. Haven't decided. I'm going to decide like 3 weeks out. But that's like that's what I think. I'm thinking about doing that because I have a lot of people who already bought tickets. They want to go, and it's my hometown, like I said, and I love being at home. So I'm thinking about doing it.
Now, I think it was 2 years ago, right, when you decided, you made an announcement, you're taking a whole year off.
Yeah.
The reason for that, I believe you made an announcement, was to kind of reinvent. You know what I mean? Reinvent and bring something new, right? That was the point.
Yeah.
How would you rate your career right now? Like at this point on, after this big win and going forward, where do you think you find yourself in your career?
I think I find myself in a good place because I feel that I know that I could contend with, a lot of the best in the world, and I can, I've competed against a lot of the best in the world in tours and stuff like that. But I feel like now with the improvements I've made, I can battle and be a, top 6, top 8 guy. So, which is the goal this year, break that top 10 and go in that top 6, top 8, top 9, just get in that top spot.
What did you think about Shawn Rhoden winning 2018? I mean, that win, what did it mean to you watching him?
I think Shawn Morel has a beautiful physique. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of him and Phil. I think that it was just a very close show, and it could have gone either way. As far as what I think about him winning, I think that he has, like I say, he has a beautiful physique, and it's somebody who I feel I'm similar to because I have the aesthetic shape and stuff like that. I don't think I can ever be. I'm a massive guy. Like people say I'm massive, but Phil Heath is in another level. Like he has like these huge arms. Everything is really cartoonish. He looks really cartoonish. To me, like Phil is on another level. I think there's Phil and there's really everybody else. So that's my opinion. I know that Shawn won. He looks beautiful. I just think it was, Phil was off, and but I think Phil at 100%, nobody beats him.
That's why I was asking you, what did that win mean to you? Because I see certain similarities between you and Shawn. So I feel like him winning, you know what I mean, shows that, sometimes like the conditioning and everything else can prevail, basically, right? So somebody like you don't have to chase the size necessarily, right?
Yeah, I don't think I can ever win the title.
Why you say you don't think you can win?
Because I think, you got like William Bonac, you got Brandon Curry, you got Phil, Rhoden. These guys, I think they are like, even though I have similarities to Rhoden, I think these guys, they're on another level, and I don't think that I don't know. I see them and I'm like, wow.
So if you do New York Pro, let's say, would you do Olympia no matter what this year, or would that determine based on how you do in the other competition?
No, I'm doing the Olympia. I qualified. I'm doing it. Yeah, New York Pro just because it's hometown. If I don't win, I'm still going to the Olympia.
Do you think doing more shows is good before the Olympia, or do you think it's better like not to do a lot of shows, leading up to it?
I think everybody's different, like I'm a believer that like if you've seen a lot of the guys in the 90s, they competed more often and they all look great. I think it all depends on your mental, if you can stay on the diet, if you can train hard, if you feel good, if you feel strong in the gym, then then it's good. But if you're starting to feel worn out, then you're not, then you need to like rest a little bit and then, regroup. Right now I feel amazing. Right now I feel like my strength is still good. If you saw my indie videos, I went back, I rolled 5 plates this week. So it's like I feel strong. My energy levels are high. So it's like, do the show. And then after that, I get about 8 weeks off season and then start prepping for 8 weeks. All I really need is 8 weeks to diet. So then that's fine.
That's great, man. Well, Juan, thank you so much for taking your time, man. I really enjoyed watching you win in Brazil. And,
thank you, Vlad. It means a lot.
And I can't wait to see more competitions with you in it this year, man.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.